Welcome to Mindful Minerva. Before we get into the video, we all here at the channel would like to extend a sincere thank you to all of our viewers for your continued support and excellent insights and thoughts about psychology. It truly is the driving force and motivation for us to continue making these videos for you all, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Have you ever thought about how tricky it can be to be nice? Today, we reveal problems that can come with being overly nice. Being nice seems great, right? It's a good quality that helps keep things friendly and peaceful. But here's the catch. Sometimes, being too nice can cause problems. We're not just talking about being nice, but rather discussing what happens when niceness goes too far. When we talk about niceness, it's often seen as a wonderful quality, a way to spread kindness and make our interactions with others more pleasant. It's like a shining light in our social exchanges. However, the issue with it lies beneath its surface. It can sometimes be misleading. You see, there are some people who are known as people pleasers, who strive excessively to be nice to everyone. They prioritize keeping others happy over expressing their genuine thoughts and feelings. The trouble begins when these people pleasers suppress their true emotions just to maintain an agreeable appearance. They might nod along with others, even when they disagree deep down, or say yes to things they don't actually want to do. All this effort to please everyone comes at a cost, which is that they sacrifice their authenticity. They're hiding their real selves behind this mask of agreeability. Before we continue, please take a moment now to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We would greatly appreciate it, and your support would go a long way for us. With that, let's get right back into the video. Now, this constant pretending, this hiding of their true feelings, takes a toll on them internally. It's like a storm brewing within. The stress of not expressing how they truly feel can create a lot of anxiety and turmoil inside them. They might feel like they're not being true to themselves, and that inner conflict causes a lot of emotional strain. It's a struggle between wanting to make others happy and being true to their own feelings. You know how sometimes people act really nice, like they're being super friendly and helpful? Well, sometimes they're not doing it just to be kind. Some folks act really nice because they're hoping to get something out of it for themselves. It's like they're doing favors or being extra nice, not just because they want to help, but because they expect something in return. It's a bit like they're doing favors to get something back later, kind of like a trade. When niceness is used this way, like an exchange or a deal, it can mess up relationships, such as the good things in friendships and working together that come along with trust and honesty. When someone's niceness is actually a sneaky way to get something for themselves, it makes others feel unsure. People might start wondering if the nice things others do are truly genuine, or if there's some hidden reason behind it. This sort of deceit can make it really hard to trust others. It's tough to feel comfortable being yourself or sharing your thoughts when you're worried someone might be using their pleasantness to take advantage of you. It's like the important parts of relationships, where you can be honest and trust each other, start to disappear when niceness is used to trick or manipulate others. Another problem related to excessive niceness is often forgotten. It's about people who are always really kind to everyone but forget to take care of themselves. These really nice individuals are always putting others' needs before their own. They might ignore their own well-being and forget to set boundaries for themselves. As a result, they end up feeling really tired, stressed, and sometimes even upset. When you're always thinking about other people and not yourself, it can lead to a lot of problems. These nice people might forget to take breaks or do things they enjoy because they're always focused on helping others. Over time, this constant giving without taking care of themselves can make them feel exhausted and overwhelmed. They might even start feeling angry or upset because they're neglecting their own needs. This kind of self-neglect can build up and cause burnout, which is when you feel completely worn out physically and emotionally. It's like running on empty without taking time to refuel. Plus, constantly pleasing others might make these nice individuals forget who they really are and what they want. It's like losing sight of their own identity because they're always focusing on what others want from them. Another challenge for really nice people is that they find it hard to handle conflicts directly. They worry a lot about upsetting others, so they avoid having tough conversations or dealing with problems. This fear of causing trouble or disagreement stops them from talking about things that could actually help fix issues or make things better. When they dodge these necessary talks, it holds them back from growing or finding solutions to problems. Instead of facing the problems directly, they let them hang around, which can make things worse over time. It's like not fixing a leaky faucet and hoping it'll somehow stop leaking on its own, even though it keeps getting worse. Avoiding these important conversations might make the problems grow bigger, and it can affect how they handle things in the future. It's like putting off fixing a small hole in your bike tire. It might not seem like a big deal at first, but if you ignore it for too long, it can cause bigger issues later on. Another major problem linked with excessive niceness is its potential to trigger passive-aggressive behavior. When people consistently hide their genuine emotions, it often results in building up resentment inside them. These unexpressed feelings of anger or frustration don't find a direct way out, so they may surface indirectly through subtle means. This can include making snide comments, using sarcasm, or conveying displeasure through non-verbal signals like body language or facial expressions. The issue with this passive-aggressive behavior is that it creates toxicity in relationships. Instead of openly discussing what's bothering them, people resort to these indirect ways of showing their discontent. But these indirect actions can be confusing for others because the true cause of the problem remains hidden. It's like speaking in riddles or using hints, and this lack of direct communication can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. Over time, it damages trust and makes relationships feel strained and uneasy. Addressing these challenges requires finding a delicate balance between kindness and assertiveness. It's important to realize that being kind doesn't mean you have to put aside your own needs all the time. You can care for others while also taking care of yourself. It's not selfish. It is necessary for your own well-being. Acknowledging your personal needs and setting boundaries is perfectly acceptable. You shouldn't feel guilty for prioritizing your own well-being. It's about understanding that you matter too, and that your needs are just as important as anyone else's. Learning to communicate openly and honestly, even if it involves having uncomfortable conversations, is really important. Speaking up about what you truly feel or need is crucial for building healthier relationships. It helps others understand you better and creates an environment where you can grow personally. Being assertive means expressing yourself respectfully but clearly. It's about sharing your thoughts, feelings, and boundaries without being aggressive or disregarding others. It's a way of standing up for yourself while still being considerate of others' feelings. When you find this balance between kindness and assertiveness, it helps in fostering healthier connections. It creates an environment where everyone's needs are acknowledged and respected. It's like finding a middle ground where kindness and self-care go hand in hand, leading to more fulfilling relationships and personal growth. In conclusion, while kindness and being nice are highly valued traits, an excess of these qualities can bring about a range of complex challenges affecting various aspects of life. It's imperative to acknowledge and understand the potential downsides of always prioritizing others' needs over one's own. Recognizing these challenges serves as the first step toward a more balanced approach. It involves acknowledging that while demonstrating kindness is admirable, an overabundance of it might lead to difficulties. Thank you for watching today. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. It would greatly be appreciated and would help grow our audience who might be interested in these various psychology videos. Until next time, take care and we will see you in the next video.